Hey guys, this is Siege Beast coming to you with another video today. Today I'm going to show you my free-to-play account, and we got a 10x summons event coming up, two of them actually this weekend. So I'm going to go over some of those champions that are coming out, what I'm hoping to be able to pull, and why I'm going to pull on this one event or the other. So for this event coming up, I've only got 4 ancient shards, so not a lot of chance to pull anything worthwhile that's coming out, but still going to give it a shot. We also have the fusion fragments event coming, so I'm going to pull during that as well. Try to get at least some of the shards in the hopes that this fusion is coming around again. Currently on my account, I have Kale at 50 and War Maiden at 50. I'm working on getting Kale to 60 right now. That'll be my first 60. So pretty new in the account. I'm only on day 11 right now. So like I said in some of my other videos, especially my intro video, I want to use this account to kind of work through free-to-play arena and see what the easiest way to progress in it is. So for this for these 10x's that are coming up, we have Tyrant Exilmore in the Demon Spawn. He's got some healing on his A1, and then 100% chance when booked to HP burn all enemies. So he's going to be great in Spider. Then he does some ally protection and increased defense as well. We have Nethril in the Undead. Ooh, not Mashald. Attacks one enemy 3 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. He'll be great to add to a early clan boss team for this account. Attacks all enemies, 50% chance of placing a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Places a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns if they didn't get stunned. So that'll be nice in the arena. And then attacks all enemies and decreases the turn meter by 75%. Also nice in the arena. Big Gun from the Ogren tribes. Attacks 1 enemy, attacks all enemies 1 time if the first attack is a critical. Attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. 50% chance of placing a accuracy debuff as well. Attacks all enemies 2 times, decreases the turn meter by 25%, and has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Great for the arena. I don't have the crit rate gear available on this account to get that second attack yet, but would still be pretty good. Be worth trying to farm extra dragons to get that extra, those crit chance gloves if I end up pulling him. Vizier. He's another great clan boss champion. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times and has a 35 to 50% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs by 1 turn on each hit. Block debuffs and decrease attack and a heal reduction. Debuff spread. And then he perfect veils himself so that he's not getting attacked. And then increases ally attack in all dungeons by 34%. He would be great to get for clan boss. I've got KO for poisoning right now. Being able to extend those poisons out just so that they're not dropping off would be huge in helping me get those early tier top chests. Blind Seer. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 30% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 15%. So she'd be pretty cool. She's kind of like an upgraded Allure. Places a block debuffs buff on all allies for 2 turns, and then places a shield buff on all allies for equal to 30% of her max HP. That's good. And then revives all dead allies to 35% HP and blocks damage on all allies but this champion. So that one's really good too. She'd be nice to have in Clan Boss just to kind of keep my team going longer. Then we have Crypt King Grawl in the Undead. Attacks one enemy, has a 60% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Great for Clan Boss at this point. Attacks 3 times at random, 50% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Be good for Clan Boss as well. And then attacks all enemies, places a freeze debuff on each target for 1 turn if they are under an HP burn debuff. Extends the duration of any HP burn debuffs to 3 turns and cannot be resisted. Wow, I kind of want that guy to go with my Tormund on my main account. That would be really cool. They both of them plan off of the freezes and HP burns. Royal Guard in the Dark Elves. I'm sorry, in the High Elves, not the Dark Elves. Don't know what I'm thinking. Attacks 1 enemy, 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Would also be very helpful for Clan Boss. I've got War Maiden that can do that right now, but he would way out damage War Maiden, so that'd be nice. Attacks all enemies, damage increases according to enemy max HP. This would be great. 4-turn cooldown, throw him a lifesteal. He'd be a great source of damage for me for the Clan Boss right now. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 60% chance of placing a 30% decrease speed debuff for 2 turns, and then each hit also has a 60% chance of decreasing the turn meter. This would be great for Fire Knights for me right now. Light Sworn in the Sacred Order. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times, decreases the turn meter by 10% each attack. Or no, just once, decreased by 10%. Excuse me. 50% decrease attack and 30% decrease speed. And then 60% increased defense and revive on death buff. This would be cool in the Clan Boss arena, pretty much everywhere for me right now, just to kind of progress everywhere. I wish I had some void shards to pull. Talia. No, Frost Springer. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Places a 25% increased attack buff and a 30% increased critical rate buff on this champion for 2 turns. Then attacks all enemies. And then if you have Phoenix as well, 75% chance of placing a bomb that will detonate after 3 turns if Phoenix is on the same team. Places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns and has a 75% up to 100% chance of placing a weaken debuff on enemies for 2 turns as well. And increase ally critical rate in dungeons by 15%. Lua and the Dark Elves. Attacks 1 enemy and then deals 50% of the inflicted damage to all enemies if this attack is a critical. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each critical hit heals this champion by 2.5% HP. Attacks 1 enemy, decreases their turn meter by 100% and ignores shield and block damage buffs. She would be really good to have as well for the arena for me right now. Pretty much anybody would be great for me right now, but especially a lot of these 10x champions that are coming out. And finally, we have Defiled Sinner in the Undead. Husk, Karam, Lich, Hexia, Defiled Sinner. Attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns before attacking. And then if 5 or more enemies are alive, does the following attack instead. Attacks all enemies, and places a 25% increase attack buff on this turn, or on this champion for 2 turns before attacking. So this could be great in the spider, just kind of the early spiders where you're killing the spiderlings to, and then just kind of slowly damaging the boss instead of trying to do like an HP burn to whittle the boss down, like you do in the later waves or later dungeon levels. Right for Slaughter attacks 1 enemy, then attacks all enemies, inflicting damage equal to 15% of their max HP if the first hit kills an enemy. This second hit cannot be a critical. Attacks all enemies, damage increases by 10% for each enemy alive, stacks up to 100%. So those are everybody. For me personally, on this free-to-play account with my 4 shards, maybe I'll be able to get another ancient here. I'll have a void tomorrow. I'm probably going to try pulling for Vizier and the Royal Guard. So we'll see. I'm probably pulling on Sunday, and that is it for the 10x summons. Arena, I just kind of want to show you guys where I'm at right now. I am flat 900. My defense is just that currently, so that I can farm some medals right now. My team right now is KO in the lead with War Maiden, Dark Elhain, and Shaman. War Maiden is my fastest for the decreased defense, and then KO and Elhain coming after that. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I want to try and get a defense team going. I completely understand that I'm not going to be able to compete with the speed from most other people. The account's too new. Other people have giant progress in Dragon, so they've got the higher speed gear there as well. So I want to really focus on building a defense-based team right from the start, instead of trying to get into a speed race and then having to switch later after hitting gold 4. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section. I will get to them and answer them. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Catch you in the next video.